Hey everyone! Today's video is about the top 5 animals you should absolutely consider keeping but almost no one does. And trust me, you'll be surprised by number 3. Picture this. You walk into your backyard at sunrise. Coffee in hand, birds chirping overhead, and standing in your lawn like a calm little god is a cow. Not a big moo machine, but a miniature zebua, palm-sized hump on its back, chewing grass like it's contemplating the secrets of the universe. So before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you really like what I do here. Post your location and local time. I want to know where the future zebu ranchers are hiding. Now turn off the lights, maybe turn on the fan for some soothing noise, and let's watch today's video. Zebus are the introverts of the cow world. Tiny, serene, and surprisingly affectionate, they act like therapy cows that moonlight as lawnmowers. They re-legal in tons of suburban areas, as long as your zoning laws aren't controlled by dairy lobbyists or someone allergic to cuteness. Originally from South Asia, they've been domesticated for over 6,000 years. Everyone assumed it was intentional. No one asked questions. The zebu just ... stayed. Just wait till you see what's flapping into part 2, basically. They've been chilling longer than your HOA's been ruining lives. It's been ruining lives, we need to talk. They don't just mimic, they adapt. One guy taught his Quaker parrot to cough like a toddler faking sick. Another, in fact, Argentina once threw a parade to celebrate their intelligence, after a flock successfully built a massive communal nest atop a government building, disrupting communications for 3 days. The mayor called it an avian protest. The birds called it Tuesday. They bond hard, play harder, and if you don't stimulate their brains, they will learn how to unlock your phone and text your boss. A Quaker parrot in New Jersey led an actual cult of birds. It escaped, taught wild sparrows to mimic microwave beeps, and disrupted an entire suburban neighborhood's sleep schedule for a month. Paranormal investigators were called. The parrot just blinked. That's not a joke, it happened in 2014. The parrot typed "hi-e" 12 times. It became a meme. The intern was blamed. The thing's probably running your household. Inside, floating like it's been photoshopped into reality, is a smiling axolotl gills, frilled out like a pink fireworks display. Eyes like shiny peppercorns, and that permanent expression of "I have seen eternity and chosen to vibe." No barking, no allergies, no need to walk them, unless you're into very strange performance art. They like the monk on the mountain if the monk had external gills and a tendency to swallow pebbles by mistake. Just clean water, cool temperatures, and a vibe that says, don't worry, we're both floating through life. And beneath the water, a pink smile hovers, calm and ancient. These aren't just pets, they're strange, quiet companions that remind you life doesn't have to make sense to be beautiful. Let that weirdness wrap around you like a warm blanket made of feathers, fur, and gills. In this world of noise and normal, you've just found something different, something still, something wonderful. So breathe. Float, and if your axolotl smiles back, smile with it. Trained as to beatbox and insult the neighbor's cat. The axolotl lives its whole life in a kind of youthful limbo. It's like your cousin who still lives with his mom at 34 and insists Bitcoin is coming back. You've got an immortal salamander chilling under LED lights. He even made tiny lanes. Problem, axolotls don't run. They don't even care. His fastest one just floated in a corner for 2 hours, blinking slowly like it was reconsidering being domesticated. He posted the results on Reddit. The internet crowned him Lord of Wet Disappointment. These critters can regrow limbs, spinal cords, and even parts of their brains. And apparently a fan of floating around in ponds like an anxious baby shark. The Aztecs didn't just revere them, they ate them too, believing they carried divine power. Picture that. A royal priest casually spooning divine axolotl stew while declaring war. You chop off a leg, and a new one grows back. Some scientists think studying them could unlock human regenerative medicine. You think you're special because you drank a smoothie today? This thing regrows hearts. The cat moved. You dropped the tea. Welcome to life with a Quaker parrot, also known as the feathered comedian, who will emotionally destabilize your entire household. They entertained the crew and cussed out rival vessels. One famously refused to say, land ho, unless bribed with hardtack biscuits. He sold 5 pieces. One of them ended up in a dentist's office in New Jersey. True story. Terrible art. Fantastic icebreaker. Why? Because they build huge nests on power lines. And the last thing anyone wants is a blackout caused by 32 birds reenacting a Home Depot commercial. You're squinting through your window, and the neighbor's golden retriever just growled at your zebu again. Not because it's angry, because it's jealous. They don't kick like goats, don't scream like donkeys, and don't try to headbutt your mailman. Fun fact, in 1998, a miniature zebu in Oregon wandered into an open-air yoga retreat, laid down mid-session, and became the unofficial mascot of peace. Historically, zebs were symbols of prosperity in ancient India, and even appear in early Mesopotamian carvings. Which means your backyard friend has more historical street cred than your genealogy chart. And the weirdest part? A man in Florida once taught his zebu to paint with its tongue. So yakos, but small, calm, and approved by yogis, dentists, and ancient Mesopotamians. You're sipping tea, scrolling through group chats, when your parrot flaps onto your shoulder bright green, about the size of a soda can, and powered by unfiltered chaos. These birds are as chatty as your aunt on FaceTime, and twice as nosy. Originally from South America, these parrots are technically monk parakeets. But don't let the name fool you, they're more Netflix than monastery. Now here's the legal plot twist. In states like California and Georgia, owning one is a felony, legal known. But in places where they're legal, they're little green goblins of joy. Historically, the Quakers have been semi-domesticated since the 18th century. When European sailors used them as ship mascots, and the weirdest incident. Oh yeah, keep your zebu grounded, but your Quaker parrot. You're standing in your kitchen staring into a glass tank like it's a portal to another dimension. This isn't a fish. It's not a lizard. It's an aquatic salamander that never grows up literally. Here's the thing. Axolotls aren't just weird looking. They're biological marvels. Back in ancient Aztec mythology, axolotls were linked to the god Xolotl, protector of the underworld. As master of transformations. Now fast forward to 2014, a biology student in Wisconsin decided to raise his pet axolotls in a kiddie pool. Still, as pets, they're shockingly easy. People keep fish to relax. People keep axolotls to ascend. So next time someone shows you their fancy dog, their rare parrot, or their gluten-free hamster, just smile. And now you close your eyes. Somewhere, a zebu shifts in the grass. A parrot mutters a joke you'll never quite understand. End of script. Thanks for following along.